The NASCAR Xfinity Series returns to Chicago this Father's Day weekend. We'd like to welcome to the Morning Drive the president of Chicagoland Speedway. It's Scott Paddock. Scott, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
I'm out there along with the drive this Saturday starting at 1 o'clock. What's going on Saturday?
Well, it's the first of our two exciting weekends of summer NASCAR racing, and it's a great opportunity to watch the future stars of the sport in the ARCA Series and in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, a doubleheader. And some great young names coming up through the ranks. And when you look at the Sprint Cup Series, all the big names of the sport, whether it's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, Matt Kenseth, Danica Patrick, they all came through this Xfinity Series. So great opportunity to watch the future stars of the sport. And this weekend's all about access. The number one request we get from our fans is, how do we get in that sacred garage area, the hallowed ground? Well, NASCAR has graciously agreed to open up the gates. And that afternoon, fans are going to have an opportunity to watch these world-class crew chiefs and mechanics working on the cars and get autographs and Q&A and talk to all the drivers. So really excited about that open garage policy.
And the third annual car show is happening this weekend where fans can vote this year.
That's right. These weekends are about more than the NASCAR action, and we're celebrating Dad. We've got a car show going on. We've got something called Guy, which is a men's expo showcasing all kinds of things that Dad likes, from beer to sports to music. We'll have plenty of live music and entertainment, kids programming. That's part of the fabric of the sport. It's a community kind of environment, a festival-like feel, and parking is free. You can bring your coolers into the grandstands. Kids pricing starts as low as $5. So great way to create some great family memories at an affordable price.
Chicagolandspeedway.com for tickets, or call 888-629-RACE. That's 888-629-7223. On the phone with us, the president of Chicagoland Speedway, Scott Paddock. Scott, the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup returns to Chicago September 18th to the 20th. This is your fifth consecutive year. You got to be proud of that.
Very proud of it. That's a very coveted position on the NASCAR schedule. For the first 26 weeks of the regular season, everybody's asking the question, who's going to punch their ticket and make that kickoff race in the chase at Chicagoland Speedway? So huge honor for us. And now with this new point system, where if you win our race, you automatically punch your ticket to the next round of eliminations in this new bracket-style elimination format. So that translated into some of the most exciting racing we've seen in years.
Well, Scott, I love the fact that you guys have the first race, because you get so much coverage on ESPN, on all the sports channels.
Absolutely. It's a great platform for us. The whole industry comes into Chicago Monday, Tuesday of Chase Week for media interviews, for charity events, for sponsor events, fan events. So it's a week-long celebration culminating in an exciting triple-header racing action out at the Chicagoland Speedway, September 18th, 19th, and 20th.
I'm looking at the Sprint Cup standings right now. Jimmy Johnson, of course, sits in first place. I mean, that guy, year after year, he is such a winner, and I like Jimmy. I think he's a good man, and I don't know how he does it year after year. How does he do it?
It's really remarkable, the streak he's on. He's got a great crew chief in Chad Knaus, and they're cool under pressure. They're very creative and innovative with some of the setups they come up with. And, yeah, we're going to look back, 10 years from now and say, wow, that we witnessed one of the best ever, if not the greatest racer ever.
And Chad's from the area, isn't he? He's from Rockford, I want to say?
That's right. We've got a lot of local. Chad's from Rockford. Danica is from Roscoe, Illinois.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a residence in downtown Chicago, so she spends a lot of time in the city. I think she was at Game 4 of the Blackhawk game. I don't know if she made it back last night or not. But
Danica Patrick got tickets? And
in fact, I was out at the Michigan race last weekend, and Danica shows up at the drivers' meeting sporting her Chicago Blackhawk hat, big and bold. So she's a proud Blackhawk supporter.
And Dale Jr. is in the 6th spot. I mean, how big is that for NASCAR to have such a likable guy like Dale Jr. having a nice year like he is this year?
It's huge. I mean, when you look at the annual merchandise sales, a good chunk of it come from Earnhardt Jr. I think he's won the most popular driver award 15 years running now. So huge following, and boy, if he could ever win that championship, that's really the only thing missing from a really remarkable career. That would send Earnhardt Jr. Nation into a frenzy.
I'm a big fan of the Diet Mountain Dew, I got to be honest.
So is he.
We will be out at the Chicagoland Speedway this Saturday starting at 1 o'clock. I'll be out there from 1 to 3. And it's a huge weekend for you guys. For tickets, people can go to chicagolandspeedway.com or call 888-629-RACE.
And our Grand Marshal, I'd be remiss if I didn't say our Grand Marshal is actually going to be Rob Gronkowski, New England Patriots All-Pro tight end and Super Bowl champion. He's bringing his 4 brothers and his dad out here for a Father's Day celebration. He's going to do a Q&A with the fans, and he's actually going to be driving the pace car to pace the field for that race on Saturday.
I can't believe it. Will you bring him by our booth on Saturday?
We'll try and get him out there. He's a fun-loving guy, and this is a bucket list item, and he's excited to come out with his family.
Scott Paddock, the president of Chicagoland Speedway. Scott, you're the best. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on. We'll see you this weekend.